The one-room schoolhouse, filled with students from 5 to 15 years of age, having different interests and left with a teacher to engage all of them. Well, that schoolhouse is not unlike the workforce of today. Baby boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials, all having different interests, motivations, and purposes for going to work. And so this stretches the leadership strategies of today. Remember that at the turn of the century, these leadership tools were developed. They were implemented by the baby boomers and then carried on by the Gen Xers, but they are rejected for the most part by the millennials. They have very different reasons for coming to work. They want work-life balance. They want flexibility. They are motivated very differently than the baby boomers and the Gen Xers, who were frankly very glad to be able to go to work every day. Now here's one of the other things that's happened. Because the baby boomers are retiring at record rates, guess what? Some of the Gen Xers have obviously moved into leadership, but so now are the millennials moving into leadership roles. And yet they don't know what to do. All they know is that they're motivated differently to come to work. We'll help you develop those leadership tools. We'll talk about things like bridging vision and execution, being present, creating meaning and purpose in the workplace. And there are 3 things that every employee needs. And if leaders give the employees these 3 things, you will have a dramatic increase in both production and retention. So call me today or visit hightouchleadership.com and let's talk about how we can equip you with new leadership tools for the new employee. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The customer demand is so fast anymore that the old tools of leadership don't apply. They don't apply at all, and I'll tell you why. Think about it. You remember the chain of authority or the chain of command? You had to find a way to be able to get your idea advanced up the ladder. Remember how it would take time to be able to get approvals for things, and often there would be 4, 5, and 6 months before some approvals would come back down to you. By then, guess what? There's a new iteration demanded by the customer. And so this is the reason for which the leadership tool has to be very different. You've got to push the ability for the front line people to be able to have authority to make various changes and to be able to advance at a faster rate ideas for approvals. This is how